Hey everybody, I'm Sean Powers, and this is your Linux Community Tech Tip of the Day. Actually, we all know by now that Linux Journal as a company is done. I'm hoping though that Linux Journal as a community of people who've been together for like over 20 years, I'm hoping that we can come together one more time at least, because there are some people who worked full time at Linux Journal, people who we've known over the years, and even if you didn't know them, they made things happen. We have the web mistress, Catherine Druckman. We have Joe Franklin, our editor. We have Mark Ergang, who does everything behind the scenes as the associate publisher. They were laid off without notice. I know that this was a shock to everybody that Linux Journal 2.0 is now closing down. It was even more of a shock to those who actually depended on that as their job. So here's what I'm proposing. Back when our house, my family's house, burned down in 2010, the Linux Journal community came around us in a way that was just I can't even put into words how amazing it was. GoFundMe wasn't even a thing yet, and yet you guys raised over $10,000 for my family to get back on our feet. It was amazing. I'd kind of like to do the same thing for those three people who really depended on Linux Journal as their income. They're worried about things like medical insurance, paying their bills, things like that. So here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to raise at least $12,000, which I know is a lot of money. But if we split it three ways, I'm hoping that that will give the people who we love and care about enough of a head start to move on to whatever their next project might be. So I'm hoping that you're willing to open up your hearts and even your pocketbooks a little bit to give these people the thanks that they deserve from all of us. Now, I'm not getting any money from this. It's just the three people that I mentioned that we're going to try to give this boost so that they have a little easier transition into their next project. So if you've been touched by Linux Journal over the years, if you're passionate about Linux and open source, these are people that have made Linux Journal happen over the years. So please care about them as much as I do and join me in supporting them and just sharing the love.